Hello everybody, we're going to divide 204,525 by 28, and we're going to use the flag division method. So let's get started with the setup. Two vertical lines, a horizontal line, and instead of putting 2, 8, I'm going to put 3 and then a vinculum 2 because that represents 30 minus 2. Then I put my 2, 0, 4, 5, 2, only have one number here because I have one flag digit, so one number here. This is going to be my quotient. This is going to be my remainder. Let's get started on the steps. So steps. So step 1 is going to be, how many times does 3 go into 20? Okay. So I'm going to say 20 divided by 3 equals 6, remainder 2. So I put a 6 right underneath here, and I put a 2 right here. Now, every even step, we're going to make the adjustment. So I take my 24 minus, I'm going to multiply this flagged digit times this quotient figure. So minus, what do I get? Negative 2, I'll write it out. Negative 2 times 6. So that equals 24 minus, this whole thing is negative 12, so I added the 12, I get 36. Okay? So my adjusted dividend figure is 36 right here. Now, I'm not going to say how many times does 3 go into 24, I'm going to say how many times does 3 go into 36. Okay? So let's do 36 divided by 3. And what does that equal? That equals 12 with a remainder of 0, doesn't it? Yes, it does. So what that means is I'm going to have to carry the 1 over here, but I put the 2 over here. Okay? That's how I represent 12. Now, this part's a little tricky, so pay attention. I'm going to take my, this is a remainder of 0 here, so I can put a 0 here. I'm going to take my 5, and I'm going to make the adjustment. But we can't just multiply this times this. I have to say negative 2 times 12. Negative 2 times 12. So what is that? That's 5 minus negative 2 times 12 is negative 24. So I get 29. Okay? So my adjusted dividend figure here is going to be 29. Step 5, how many times does 3 go into 29? So 29 divided by 3 is going to equal 9, but there's a remainder of 2. So I'm going to put a 9 over here and a 2 over here. Okay, almost done. Let's keep going to step 6. I'm going to make my adjustment right now. So I have 22 minus, what do? I multiply this flag digit times my recent quotient figure. So minus negative 2 times 9. I just get 22. Now, double negative means plus 18. So I get 40. Okay? I get 40. Step 7, let's make the division. 40 divided by 3 equals, so what are we going to do over here? Well, I am going to say this equals 13, we can say, right? With a remainder of 1. So I'm going to put the 1 here, and I'm going to put the 3 here. Okay? And I have a remainder of 1 right here. Okay, I have to make one final adjustment for the remainder. I take my 15 minus, and I'm going to say negative 2. Usually I do my recent quotient figure, but there was a 1 attached to it, so I have to say negative 2 times 13. That just equals 15 minus, let me show my work here. This whole thing is negative 26. So I end up adding them. 26 plus 15 is 41. So let's clean this up a little bit, okay? This means, this is my quotient. So my quotient is, this becomes a 7. 29 plus 1 is 30. Then I have 3. Then I have a remainder. It tells me my remainder is 41. Now, remainder is too great. So what I have to do is I have to take my quotient figure one more time and take away the divisor. So it was not 32, it was 28. I'm going to take away 28 here. I'm going to add 1 here. So final answer is going to be, I'm going to write it right here, 7,304. Okay? And our remainder is going to be what? 41 minus 28 is 13. Okay? There you go. So that was a little tricky problem because we had to do some carries. We had to take some answers that were greater than 10, but if you just keep track of the rules, you'll do great every time, okay? Good job, keep practicing.